Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Liliveth channel. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon in your time. How is everybody in the world tonight, today, afternoon, whatever you call that? So, how is your weekend? So, here in Metro Manila, everything is under control. The weather was so fantastic, not too hot. Well, it's because, 2 days ago, the weather forecast announced that summer is no longer summer. So, summer season here, it's over. So now we're facing rainy season here in the Philippines. So actually, there's only two seasons that we have: summer and rainy season. One thing that last summer, was so terribly hot because of the drought season. We call that El Nino. So well, the El Nino is over because I noticed before the month of May, uh, it's been so many days it rained, and now month of June this week I experienced 3 or 4 times rainy days, so that's a good sign. And also, our Hello, everyone. I don't know, guys. The internet connection suddenly disappeared. So, guys, I don't know what's going on my internet connection. For those on the live chat, please inform me if if my connection is crackling or frozen, whatever. My goodness. Ano ba 'to? Nakakainis. Well, BayouBilly, I'm apologize because my connection is really, I want to say mother sucker. Oh, so bad, what's wrong? What's wrong with my connection? Let me check if my connection is okay na. Oh my goodness. So, inform me, guys, if my signal is crackling, frozen, or what, because there's a problem with my connection. Well, because that's the problem here in the Philippines. Once it's raining, you will experience a lot of technical issues when it comes to internet connection. Ay nako. And the silence of greater control. Later, after the interview, maybe if I have time, I'll gonna do some, a little karaoke. Just enjoy the show. Just let me know, guys. Oh, it scares me. This is, guys, one of, one of the reason why. Ay, nako. When I do some show and then all of a sudden, my connection fucking me. My God. I don't think that. Hi, Peter. Hello, Peter. Yes, the Philippines land of crops signal. Yeah, thank you for coming, Sir Peter. That's the problem. Okay, so by the way, guys, let me introduce first my. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good morning, good afternoon in your time. I'm so happy to have this chance to introduce my guest. Please welcome Bayou Belly. Yay!
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you, Bayou
Nice to
Belly.
see you as well. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I think
Okay.
your voice you need a little volume to up.
A little bit volume. Let me see. Hold on. Uh, let me try this. Uh, shoot. All right. Hold on one second. Let me try something to see if I can get it to go up better.
All right.
How about now? Is that better?
Yeah, I think it's better
A
now.
little bit better? Okay.
Yeah. So, how are you?
I'm
Can
okay.
I call you Rich? Can I call you Rich?
Yeah,
How
that's
are
fine.
you, Rick?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Now you're frozen.
Oh no.
Now you're frozen.
Oh no, my internet here is good.
Okay. So, guys,
Oh,
for those on the live chat, just let us know if our, audio or, our, video, if it's, frozen or crackling. Well, hi, Manny. Thank you for coming, Manny.
hi,
So
little
by the
sis.
way, by the way, Rich, before we get starts on the interview thing, I have some question for you, and then after the question, I have a little game. I call this rapid talk. It's just like multiple choice. You don't
Hmm.
have, you have to choose your answer, and then no need to explain. Okay.
It's okay.
Oh, oh my God, one thing that I really, disappoint me because the connection is, well, sometimes when I do have show, that's the time that they're really doing something, and then a few minutes they will send me, okay, there's a technical issue in your area. My God.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
so
does. No
Rich,
worries.
yeah, before we start our our show, so welcome to my show, Liliveth Tate channel. So I'm really appreciate that you take my invitation for this
Thank you
interview.
for having me.
Okay, before we start, will you please introduce yourself? Just a brief introduce to our viewers.
So yeah, my name is Rich. Most of you know me by BayouBilly. I came to the channel. I think uh, what was it like? I've known you for like over a year now. You Boots, Monty. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I really came to the channel because I met my wife, now wife, Judy, and we she's from the Philippines, Caloocan City, and yeah, I just wanted to learn more about like Filipino culture, just so I can just make her laugh, say things that would be really unexpected to her. And she was also teaching me like how to cook like her food and stuff like that, like caldereta, and everything. So yeah, I just kind of happened to see yours and Mani's channel. One day there was something on and it said like live stream, so I was like, oh, maybe they're gonna like show how they cook stuff. So I just clicked the button, and yeah, next thing you know, I was in the chat, and I was like, oh, like this isn't kind of what I'm like, you guys were just talking about like a bunch of stuff, but I was like, wow, this is pretty fun. And
Mm-hmm.
you and Monty were just really nice. So, I don't know. It just ended up being like a family setting. So it just felt like we were all family. So yeah, so that's pretty much how I know that's how we met. And I know a lot of the things that I really appreciated is that, meeting Frank, and seeing that you're kind of the same interracial couple that we are as well. So, um, and also your appreciation of also my culture as well too. So I was very impressed by that, and you know that's when also I ended up being Boots wingman too. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
that's I like also that since that Black American, it's very close to my heart because I'm married to a Black American, and then I really want to bring more more brothers in my channel because it's just like especially now that in the states there's so many against about this about the passport growth thing. So I really want to to spread this in the whole world that, oh no, you're wrong. You're wrong. So that's
right.
that's one thing that I can really relate on, things between you and your wife when it comes to relationship. So yeah, thank you for for your introduce your your story or when we met. And now, are you ready for for the question that I'm going to
Oh
ask
yeah,
you,
sure,
Rich?
sure.
Okay, so if you're ready, let's start. So first question. So actually, Rich, all the question is more on it's more on related in a relationship. So I don't really ask something that is not related in you in your in your partner. Okay,
Yeah,
so
not a
now
problem.
first question: how did you and your spouse meet?
So we met on eHarmony. Um, it's a really long story, but four years ago, I told you before, I was married for 20 years before that. My ex-wife, she was Japanese American, and she just woke up one day and just said, hey, I just don't want to be married anymore. So, I took some time, went to therapy, try to find out, hey, how could I become a better person, et cetera, et cetera. And then, my boys were just it's a long story, but I have two boys, one stepson, one son. They both live with me. And they kind of were telling me, Dad, you just need to start like just looking again. You should try these dating apps. And I was and I met a lot of like weird people. So long story short, I ended up one of a friend of mine talked to me, and he's like, you should really like look into like meeting like people overseas. And he's like, yeah, I can introduce you to like a bunch of people, like overseas. And I'm yeah, So I ended up traveling. I went to a few different countries. I went to Colombia, but when I went to Colombia, the people that I went with were doing uh just things that I'm just really not into. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, I was like, hey, this place just isn't for me. The people that I'm meeting aren't for me. That's not my kind of thing. So I ended up just like doing the vacation thing and like seeing stuff in Medellin and et cetera, et cetera. Um, so yeah, so when I got back, uh, I met a few people from different countries like Morocco. Uh, and anyway, they ended up meeting my wife, and I don't know, we just really clicked. Uh, she she's living she's from the Philippines, but she was living in Spain. So,
Okay.
yeah, so when we met, she had two girls, I have two, two boys the same exact age. We had like a lot in common, our past relationship was the people that we were with was what we were married to. She had a similar story that to me, and we were just kind of like two birds of a feather. It was almost like we were just like destined to meet, to be honest.
Okay. So that's that's a good that's a good sign that first meeting there's something there's something compatible with each other, because that's the easy way to communicate if there's there's a compatibility status. So that's that's cool.
Yeah.
So there's okay, because you have your children and she also had. So there's no conflict between this, this your children and her children.
No,
No.
they oh my god, man. Boy, do they love each other. Um
Mm.
it was it was weird because that's a really good question because a lot of people were asking, they were like, that's a really delicate thing, It's like you
Yeah.
have to like her, you got to like her kids, and then her kids have to like you, and your kids have to like her, and then our kids have to like each other.
Yeah.
And so that just happened. It was just almost like it was different because so my wife was married to a German guy before. So her kids are half German, half Filipino, and my kids are half Japanese, half black. So
Mhm.
they have the Asian thing that they can like kind of relate to, but it's not really so much. They more. It's just really strange. Like they just all met each other and they were just like they're very similar. They all talk about like the same things. They use like the same slang and and everything like that. Like they all hung out together and they stayed up until like I think like 4 in the morning, like watching movies and like ordering like food and like going places and hanging out and stuff like that. And they just became like instant friends.
Yeah, that's that's important thing that they understand with each other, because I saw a lot of especially in the West, that once the parents, they have separate or divorced, if they have a child, and then the mother or the father will find another mate. Some kids are they don't really like because especially if the bonding with their mother or father is really close, so it really affects that it's another person came in the house. So good thing that your children and her children are they understand with each other, so that's good sign, Rich. So next question: what do you enjoy most about being married now?
Who do I enjoy most? I think it's the main thing is that I have somebody by my side that just wants to be there. It's a lot different. I when me and Judy are together, it's just like everything just kind of just flows. I can't explain it. Like we don't. It's like we've like been together like our whole lives and stuff like that. Like so, right now, for example, like she's got to get go through the finish the immigration process. So she's working on like getting her green card. So we put the information in. Everything is backed up in the United States here. It's going a lot faster, but it's still backed up. So we're in the process of doing the adjustment of status. So as of now, like she can't work, right? So for
Yeah.
example, like she came into the house and she's like, hey, she's allowed to do certain things. Like once we got married, she's allowed to get her driver's license, her in the state of Washington, she can get her driver's license, her social security card. So she was able to open up like a bank account and then she's like she can drive around, wherever. Where we live in Washington, there's like a lot of trails, a lot of green places, a lot of places to see flowers. So her and her daughter will go walking. They'll go to the farmers market, which is like real huge here. Um, and they'll go do stuff to like decorate the house. So like I came home from work one day and the whole house was like decorated.
Mm.
So like as a guy, I'm a minimalist, right? I'm a clean person, but like I don't have stuff in my house, because I'm just not thinking about like decorating.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm thinking more like technology or whatever and stuff like that. But yeah, I come home and then like everything is like, all neatly, even more neat than it was before. And like there's plants and all kind of other decorations and stuff like that. But I think overall, it's just for the first time in my life, I actually am experiencing like what it's like to actually be loved. So that's and that's what I like the most about being married.
So, the adjustment period being a married is not really, is not really hard. But, sometimes that, I understand what you mean, that, you've been single for, for many months or years. And then
Yeah,
all of a sudden there's a person that, fixing your room, or, fixing the house, something. Wait, when you wake up, something, something changed, something missing. So that's, that's the funny part.
exactly.
Okay. So let me welcome Rich. Hi, Gichi and Kiss. Thank you for coming, guys. Okay, so my next question is, what advice would you give to newly married couple?
Newly married couples, I think my biggest thing is one, learn how to fight. That's the biggest thing. And by that I mean you learn how to when you're gonna have disagreements, right? So you learn how to like listen to one another and put your ego aside and learn how to work things out. So when I say learn how to fight, you learn how to if once you get into an argument with someone, you learn to listen, really understand what that person's saying, and and then say, okay, look, this is how we're going to solve it. That's the
Okay.
biggest thing I think.
Okay, so I have follow-up question for you. Are you the alpha male or sigma male?
I think I'm more Sigma for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
My wife's ex-husband was more alpha. I'm more
Mm,
of I'll lay back and kind of watch you, and we can do stuff together. But the minute you cross me, I'm really not scared to walk away from you in a relationship if you're being abusive. So if it gets
you
there, but to be honest with you, I mean, this is different. I mean, this is the first time I think getting myself together and really looking for a partner and really talking to them and finding out what I wanted instead of you know of of choosing the wrong person, I should say. So, I really took the time to do that, and this time it's different. I found the right person. So,
Yeah, and then you're in good hand. Anyway,
yeah.
it's just like, when you mentioned that, you admit yourself that you're a Sigma male because I really, I really love, Sigma male than, Alpha male because, the Alpha male is very dominant, but sigma male, they're very independent. They don't really care about other people, what they think towards them, but they're very independent when it comes to decision making. So I think Frank is also a sigma male. He is. So okay, next question, Rich, is how do you and your spouse navigate challenges or disagreement in your relationship?
Yeah, it's a good question. The first thing that for us that we did, so just so you understand, both of us were in an abusive relationship, before prior to this, so what we both did is two things. First, we went to therapy ourselves, and kind of worked out the kinks on like, what it is that we did wrong, in the previous relationships, what do we need to do, to better ourselves moving forward. And then what we did after that is we went to therapy together. So that's when we learned how to like listen to each other when we fight. Once we learned like how to really listen, we started realizing that like a lot of the stuff that's like, a lot of this is silly and we're both saying the same thing. Um, my wife, one thing as a Filipina, she's very, 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 oh, she's very protective of me. So if let's say I was in a and I was in a situation like this once. I met these people that were trying to sell me something, and she really was like, look, this is something that like Filipinos will do to you. They'll try to use like high pressure sales tactics on you and stuff like that. But she thought that I was like gonna fall for it, like I was being nice. I'm just quiet. You know,
Yeah.
I'm I'm a New Yorker though. Yeah, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. So, I'll listen to what you have to say, and I really listen to you carefully. But I've already made up my decision. I'm just not like, like get out of here, no, kind of person. Like, okay, you know what? I listen to what you had to say, but to be honest with you, that's not for me. Thank you, though. And that's just the type of person I am. I'm gonna be polite to you. No need to be rude, or abrupt.
Yeah.
But anyway, so my wife is more like, no, no, he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to do that. No, you just go away. And it's like, Judy, it's okay. I have this. So we ended up going to like a couples therapy for that, just to kind of not for anything that happened, but more so for like to kind of understand each other more. And so during that therapy, she was like, I was like, look, I understood like from the beginning this, and this. And she's like, oh, you did. And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure that you were protected. That's the only reason why I do that. So
Yeah, because it's just like especially at the very early stage of marriage, there's a adjustment period, and then uh, sometimes you forgot that you're married, and you cannot really bring that personality or attitude once you're married. So it's just like sometimes it happens to me, Rich, that sometimes I'm so what do you call that, disappointed, and I really want to say something, but Frank always tell me, sweetheart, calm down, calm down. It's not,
exactly,
it's not, it's not a big thing, you know move on, leave it there, forget it. But sometimes
exactly,
I really want to, okay, you cannot do this to me, but he always, he's the one, he always me calm down, because it's easy for me to lose my temper when I think that, especially I'm not doing wrong, and this person attacking me, that he don't understand what he's talking about. But Frank is really into that. Come on, sweetheart, forget it. But for me, I cannot. But I try to learn that. I try to
yeah.
learn that. Okay, so thank you for your answering that. Okay, guys on the live chat, I will answer your question after I ask question to Rich. Okay, so next question, Rich, is what are some of your favorite activities to do with your wife? Like.
That's a good question. That's one of the things that we're kind of learning. I think the balance is that there's things that like I like to do, and there's things that she'll like to do. I would say the things that we like to do together are like seeing like we like traveling together big time. So we've
Mhm.
traveled to like other countries together, like Germany. Um, yeah, we love traveling together. We're going to Mexico in August. Mexico, and then where else are we going? Mexico and Ecuador and Honduras also. But so yeah, we're going to different countries. We like especially here where we're at. We like seeing like the greenery, going on hikes, um, just seeing like like nice places and stuff like that. Today we're gonna go to the mountains here, Mount Rainier. Um, we're gonna go. Yeah, I think there's like a restaurant or something there. She wants to see that area because as you know, like her daughter passed away, 3 months ago. So um, that was one of her daughter's like favorite things to do is go to the mountains in Spain. So yeah, so we're kind of just gonna go there and so she can see the mountains here in the United States.
Yeah, especially now that summer is summer there, right? It's almost summer.
Yeah, almost summer, but where the mountains are, they're snow capped. So like it's like the temperature's gonna drop significantly. So
Okay. Well, me in my case, we love to ride on the bike. So
that's
cool.
awesome.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so let's proceed to next question. Rich is okay. So, how has your relationship evolved since you are got married?
It's different. We were in a long distance relationship for two and a half, what, 2 years? We've been together 2.5 years total. Before we got married. So uh, I think it's just I think we're just relieved to be together. So one of the things she was telling me, she's like, when I'm around you, I feel protected. Like so she's like when I'm in Spain, like for example, I can't sleep. And she's like, but when you come to the house and like, we're sleeping together, she's like, everybody in the house can sleep better. Like they're able to go to sleep. They feel protected because there's like, a man in the house and stuff. So and so that's one thing. and I think overall it's just, it's just we waited so long, you know what I mean, like just to be together. So as so um that it just finally happened. So I don't know. It's just kind of for us. It's just like business as usual.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so next question is, uh, what what are some of the key ingredients for a successful marriage in your opinion?
I think the biggest one is respect for me.
Okay.
I think if you have respect for the person, that really encompasses like everything. Um, you can be mad at someone, but you still respect them. Like we can get into like a fight or something like that, but let's say I'm making dinner. Respect is like I'm still gonna make you dinner. And
Mm,
I'm saying like for myself because I like to cook. So or you know like if I'm upset with you, but like I know you have like an appointment or something like that, I'm not like gonna storm out of the house and make sure that you're not, gonna miss your doctor's appointment, let's say, it's just like, yeah, I'm really upset with you right now, but come on, just get in the car. Let's make sure you get to your doctor's appointment. It's just, like just having respect for the person. You fight, you don't call each other names, you're not belittling the person, making them feel bad. You may get angry, but again, you're not, like just cursing the person out or doing anything like that. Still, you have to like realize that you love that person. Um, but yeah, respect, I think is the biggest key.
okay. Yeah, I agree what you said. It's respect because, once it's always, the respect is always there, no matter what, disagreement or what. If there's a respect, I don't think that, there's a big fight. Okay. So, guys, especially on the live chat, newlywed, okay, listen what Rich said, that always had respect with each other.
Yeah.
That's the key, or key ingredients to a successful marriage. Okay, so
The only other
next.
thing I can say though is maybe forgetting about your past. So,
Yeah.
we
Oh,
all have trauma and stuff like that. You got to put all that away, you know.
yeah. Me also, that I don't really mind the past, because once you keep talking about the past, you cannot really face the present in the future.
Right.
So I don't like that. So it's better to face the present in the future, not the past. Past is past, no matter what. Past is
Right.
past, so you cannot return the past and the present and the future. Okay, so next question, Rich, is, how do you balance your personal interest and time with your spouse needs and interest?
That's a good question. Um, wow, that's a really good question. I think you know her other daughter's here, also with us too. She came because she's gonna start going to school to become she's working on her PhD in psychology. She's actually gonna go once she finishes her bachelor. She's going back to Europe, and she's gonna finish her PhD out there. But a lot of times I say this because a lot of times when I never had a daughter before, right? So um, her daughter is like one of my favorite people like in the world. I absolutely adore this girl. We're really close, and so but when my wife is doing some girly stuff, that doesn't have to do with me, you know, I'll kind of go away and I'll just do something on my own. Or
Yeah.
sometimes, it's just like, hey, I just got off of work and, I just need some me time alone. I'm just gonna do, such and such, even if it's like listening to music, I play guitar. I'm actually so I'm an engineer, so I have like some personal stuff that I do like on the side and stuff like that. Like right now I'm working on like a program and stuff like that. So I'll kind of work on that like on the side and stuff. So yeah, she'll just come in, she'll kind of see that, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just doing this, like real quick, just give me a few hours and I'll be back with you and we'll just do something together. Or like, hey, can we go for a walk real quick? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can get back to that after. Like, yeah, we just really just communicate.
Okay. Well,
But most of the stuff we
this
do
is
together.
okay. So, well, someday you will learn about the girly thing. It
No,
reminds
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because here's the thing. What if what if your wife is not available? That so you have no choice. So you have to learn something.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And it's funny because she's the princess of the house. So like it's just really funny. You would have to see the dynamic because like she'll walk into like my son's room. She'll knock on his door, and his we call him his family name. We call him as Yuji, and so he'll go in. She go, Yuji, you want to go do such and such? He's all right. So if I ask him no, he's, oh, Dad, is there any way we can just do this some other time? But anything she asks for, she gets it. So yeah, she knows she's like the princess of the house.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. So, what are some of the memorable moments you're shared with your spouse or with your wife? Memorable moments that you shared.
I think when I first met her and we went to Ibiza together, that was really memorable. That was like, my first time like ever going to Europe. No, it's the second. I went to war, Bosnia. But yeah, it's my first time ever in Spain. It was cool because, before I was seeing the woman from just for a bit. It was only like for a few months, but I was seeing someone from before I met Judy. I was seeing someone from Colombia for a bit. It just didn't work out, but I was learning like a lot of Spanish, so it was memorable because like when I went to Spain, people were like, "Oh, what is that word? Wow, your accent, you sound like you're, like from some Puerto Rico or something like that, like where are you from?" And anyway, it's a long story, but there's a lot to unpack on that one. But I would say going to Europe was definitely memorable. That that was definitely the most memorable like part of our relationship.
Okay. So I have something, to share also that this is, so memorable when I hear that you said, the accent, the, learning some other language because, way back 2 years ago, it makes me, it just like it makes me LOL because Frank tried to convert his driver's license into Filipino driver's license, and before we get that, there's a physical in eye exam, and then we went to the eye exam, and then they asked me, "Is your they call me, and then they said." I told them why. They asked me, is your husband can speak English? And then he's American. So it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. Why? Why they asked me? He's American because there's a application that where the address in the states. Oh my God, what, Rich? Because the doctor, even though that she's a doctor, she can't understand the accent, the Black American accent. And then when I read the question, I told Frank, is this this is the question that we read. And then I told them, and then the doctor told me, okay, I understand because her accent is American accent. So you know what, Rich? I just read the question in but I read in English, but my accent is Tagalog, so they understand. So when after that, the eye check up, me and Frank so laugh, we can't stop ourselves to laugh because it surprised me. They asked, is your husband can speak English? So that's
Oh
crazy.
boy. Yeah, we ended up in Spain one time. We were going to like one of the islands in Spain, Balearic Islands, and we while we were going through, my stepdaughter, she dresses like real goth, and so like they just like searched her like afterwards, but it's not like in America. Like it's like for anybody in America, like imagine going through the TSA, you're already done and like you're walking, like you're putting your shoes back on, and someone grabs you and they're like, "Hey, you got to come back." And you're like, "What do you mean I got to go back? Like I just scanned everything. Like what's the big deal?" So they ended up telling me like, "Hey, you got to go back." And so the guy was like telling me this in Spanish, but like, I didn't understand like fully like what he was saying. Um but I just, I was just going by body language. So like I went back and he's like, open your bag. And I'm just like, I don't understand what he's saying. And he's like, no, open your bag. How come you're not opening your bag? And my wife comes over and she's telling him in Spanish. So my wife, she speaks four languages. So just so you know, Spanish, German, Tagalog, and English. So she goes over, she's like, yeah, he doesn't understand what you're saying. And he's like, why does he understand what I'm saying? You're Colombian. And I was like, I'm not Colombian. I understood that part. So I was like, no, I'm not Colombian. I'm black. And he was like, what? You look Colombian. And I was like, when you speak Spanish, you sound Colombian. He's like, open your bag. And then I opened my bag and he saw the passport and it like came out. And then he was like, oh, and he saw it said America. He put it back in and just like zipped it. He's just go on. And I was like, no, no, wait a minute, man. Like what changed? Like what happened? And he was like, no, usually, you know, we thought you were Colombian and like they bring drugs here and stuff like that. And I was like, that's a little messed up, but okay, whatever. I'm not messing around in another country. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Colombia. Colombia is famous of that. Okay,
yeah.
so let's
I'm not even
proceed.
gonna go there.
Well, it's not really safe going there, but
It's not. It was even going there was really scary to be honest, but it's not as bad as it was made out to be. But it's not that. It's just the way, like I told you before. Like it's just if some people go to the Philippines and and they do despicable things to women there, and that's just not my thing. I mean, I've been in the military. I never slept with a prostitute ever in my entire life. That's just something I just don't do. I don't know. I
yeah,
just respect myself, too much to do stuff like that. That's kind of like deplorable behavior. Like to be honest with you, so not my thing.
yeah. Okay, so okay, guys, that's don't go. Okay, let me read from Foods. OMG, don't wear Colombian football T-shirt at airport. Why they gonna
No,
confuse?
no, he's right about that. Yeah,
Well, actually, there's a place in Colombia that you cannot really go there because it's not really safe for tourists.
there's a bunch of places. Yeah, there's a bunch of places there. I ended up taking a trip to Monteria, and you can't really go there unless you absolutely know Spanish. Because like you know what, Spain was like Madrid is like this. No one there in Madrid speaks English at all. I didn't meet anyone there that spoke English. I met like one person,
Mm.
but yeah, in Monteria it was really it got a little scary at some point, and it was like a 5-hour bus ride too. But
Okay.
yeah, again, that these are all long stories, but and really that don't mean anything. But you're right though, like that some of those places there, I mean, you really could go missing. The only thing that kind of saved me there is that I look like the people there. So
Yeah, that's why, even though that, Filipino can go to, can go to Colombia, just only the passport. And then I read something, some of the Filipino travel to Colombia, and then they said, okay, if you go to, like in the restaurant, and just go by yourself, don't really trust about the coffee that they serve, especially
hmm
if it's it's part of the meal. No, because they put something there, or they might put drugs, and when you wake up, your your stuff is no longer somebody stolen that from you. So that's
yeah,
the
but real quick, I had this friend from Jamaica, and he's the one that told me about the whole passport bro thing, and he's like, so I went to Colombia with him, and it was funny. You would have to know him. He's real nerdy. You know, he never really met girls that much, before. And so we go to Colombia, and we flew to Medellin. And so he's like, he gets off of the plane, and as
hmm
soon as he gets off of the plane, there's these four women, and they run up to him, and they're like, and they're pregnant, and they're like, "You got us pregnant, and then you just left." And I was like, "Oh man, come on, man." You know, like I said, anyone who knows me personally, like I have my stepson, from my last marriage. I mean, he came with me after the divorce and stuff. I don't believe in. I'm the only dad that he knows. Okay, so like I don't believe in not taking care of your kids and getting multiple women pregnant and stuff like that. See, that's so there are some guys that go out there and they're sleazy and they do stuff like that. So
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right, Manny. It reminds me that there's a Filipino blogger, Rich, that he's gay. He went to the bar, and then he was robbed, and then
Mhm.
he slipped, and then and once he woke up, he got his latest iPhone is gone, money is
Mhm.
gone. So well,
I'm sorry. So the guy he ended up going to, and I lost track of the story, but he ended up going out with these girls one day, and the girls gave him some kind of drug that like paralyzed him. And so they stole everything, and he's like awake, but he's like paralyzed. And so I guess like after so many hours, the drug like wore off and stuff, and then he ended up. This is not while he was with me. This is like another time. But like, so he
mm,
ended up getting back on a plane, and he ended up leaving and stuff. And I talked to him one day. I was like, hey man, like you know. I was kind of scolding him, like, "Hey, you shouldn't do that to women and stuff like that. Like, I don't associate with people like that, so we can't really be friends anymore." And he's like, "No, I got to tell you that happened to me." And I'm like, it was bound to happen to you. So it's kind of karma.
oh my god. Yeah, that's the problem, Rich, especially men that first time they saw women, it's easy for them, to fall for that, and they didn't know, especially going to Colombia. Oh my god. You end up robbed.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, he was there with women that are like, nines and tens. I mean, they look like models there. And that's he
Yeah.
didn't know, normally you wouldn't get attention from women like that back here. But here's the thing, it's like they're still the same women, right? Women are women. So
Yeah.
you still have to have the same like level of maintenance and stuff like that to help them keep up their looks, and they're going to expect like the same thing and stuff. So, he didn't realize that. So, yeah, that's why he got what he got.
Yeah, it's just like, going to this country, but I'm not prejudiced against that, but I
No.
just really look out my, my safety if I travel. It's just like, in Africa, in South Africa, going to the safari. There's
Yeah,
a lot of,
exactly.
There's a lot of animals. Animals is animals. Even though
Right,
if you're, go there with a safe, trucks or whatever that, but you cannot really control their power to attack
right.
human. So it's not. No, thank you for me. Okay, so next question is, okay, so this is very, very juicy question.
Okay.
Okay, so how do you keep the romance alive in your marriage?
Uh, that's
Oh,
a good question. Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
important. That's important.
it is, it is, it is. I mean, definitely other than, I think you have like before like an agreement of like how many times you want to have sex per month,
Hmm.
or per week, etc. And we kind of came up with something like, hey, no less than three, you know, times a week. Um, but we also go on dates. We do a lot of stuff together, like always. I mean, we're always holding hands, we're just always together. I mean, she's just like the person that I absolutely love. I mean, it's you kind of go through life and you realize that like, certain things kind of happen for a reason, right? And things happen, what I'm saying, because she was the person that I was meant to be with, and I had to learn like how to, actually be a good husband and a good father and stuff like that. But I think like romance wise, I'll surprise her with flowers, um her I know her love language is like she likes to be touched. So, everywhere we go, I make sure that like I have my hand on her back or her shoulder, hold her hand and stuff. And then her other thing is that like when she gets gifts and stuff like that, she doesn't like gifts like physical gifts. She loves to be surprised with like experiences. So they have like these really beautiful like waterfalls. So like one day I took her there, and we went to the waterfall and stuff like that. So
She's more on, the nature.
yeah, she loves nature. So
Mm.
anything that has like an experience or like I took her on a boat one time and it's like they had like comedy on the boat, on the boat ride. So she loved that, stuff like that. Like she just likes anything like where she can have a new experience.
Okay, so let me read this. Miss Vanny, I won't buy you as personal advisor to my bana. Why? What's wrong with your bana? It's your bana's kuripot. I'm just kidding, Manny. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. How do you describe friendship in your opinion, Rich?
I think friendship is like it's like almost like a brother or sisterhood. So yeah, friendship to me is like, you're there for that person as much as can be, you're there like when they have problems, if they, have emotional problems and stuff. And same thing as any relationship. I mean, you have to have respect, for that person as well. So, but for me, my friends are like, like Monty, Boots, that's my brother and my sister. So, for friendships and stuff like that, you, Kuya Frank, you guys are, my brother and sister too. So, yeah, if you guys ever need me for anything like that, that's how I treat friendship. I'll always be
Mm.
there for you guys.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, so the next question. How many people how many people you've kissed? Okay, particularly women, because before I let you answer that, because it makes me laugh because I really admire he's from Houston, Texas, OG brand, and I asked this same question as I asked you. And then I'm so proud of him because he told me the honest question, and then he said that he don't want to kiss women, especially if this woman has a dog or cat. And then I told him that, at your age, a lot of Western men, especially when they women go to there, even though if it's first time they're meeting, it's hard for them to refuse. The women will give a kiss to him, but his answer was so, so I'm so shocked about his answer. So I don't expect that will tell me that no, he will not kiss the women, he will to know the women first, because especially women have dogs and cat kissing. So it makes me laugh. So
Oh
so
my
in your
god.
opinion, what is your opinion? How many people have you kissed, particularly women?
I don't want to kiss and tell here, but
With a
yeah,
dog and cat?
no, no, I don't. I don't know that have I dated anyone with a dog or a cat. I don't think I've ever really dated anyone. I've never dated a woman with a tattoo, and that's just out of it just happened that way. It just happened to be that way. I
Okay,
mean,
so I have situation. You meet a woman, she's good looking, she's young, and then first time you met, and then she will give you a kiss. Would you allow her, or you just
yeah,
wait, hold on, back off?
no,
Back off.
yeah, of course, of course. If we, I mean, not now because I'm married, but yeah, yeah. I don't know if that's like a setup question, but yeah, but like before, like if I was single, yeah, yeah, of course,
You will.
yeah.
Okay. So that's, oh my God, it makes me laugh. What? As a black, he refused. He know the woman first, so it makes me laugh about that. So anyway, I really appreciate your answer for that, in your opinion, for my
Not
question.
a problem.
Okay, so next question: what is your biggest fear in life?
Biggest fear. Uh, I don't know. So just after my stepdaughter's passing, just any of my other kids, that happening to them. Um, but other than that, I would say, um, I think failure would probably, and it's kind of an unrealistic, like kind of thing. But yeah, I just always like I don't ever want to like fail, like not. And failure to me is like not being ready for retirement, not having, family around you, just being just one of those people that like nobody wants to be around. So
Okay, so I have one last question for you, and then
sure.
let's proceed to the game. Okay, what type of Filipinas personality that you most valued?
Oh, that's easy. You guys, your loyalty.
Okay.
I can't even like so it's a funny story in time. So there were a couple of times that like my wife, like we broke up, let's just I just don't want to talk to you, and she had a couple of friends, that during that period of time, like they would help, like, hey, come on, Judy, you're really being, et cetera, et cetera. Well, one of her friends kind of got like a little bit, tired of the second time or something. So she was like, well, instead, why don't you just go out with me, kind of thing. And it was like, whoa, I don't think it's that serious, like, just relax. So anyway,
Well,
so
yeah, okay, go ahead.
no, no, you go ahead.
Well, some women, they just say that to, sometimes, they just looking for attention, but deep inside they
Yeah.
don't do that. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, that was one of those like, nah, you don't do that, right? So anyway, we were talking one day, and me and a friend, and she was, hey, maybe we can go out. I was, no, that's not me. I'm just gonna try to work things out, and you don't date someone's friend, like their best friend and stuff. Like that's just, I don't know, that's just against the rules, right? But we were talking about something, and she was okay, like I understand, but thank you for, like letting me down, kind of thing. And she was like, you really should just go back, like, and just talk to her, And I was like, I don't know. This time she seems a little like angry, and she's no, 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 no. Us Filipinas, like once we're with you, like that's it. Like, you won't, it could be years later and you could still come back. Like we'll wait for you. So I didn't test that out obviously, but there's like she ended up then telling me, she was like, yeah, I just miss my husband. I wish he would just come back. And she was married to someone from Canada, and I guess things didn't work out. He ended up going back to Canada. I guess he was playing too many video games or something like that, and she kicked him out. But she missed him, and it was like afterwards, like years later, they ended up getting back together. He ended up
Okay.
like calling her again, yeah, and they got back together, and she was like, yeah, like he's always gonna have like a place in my heart, even though I haven't seen him in like, I think she said like 3 years or something, like 2 or 3 years. So that's the one thing I really admire about like Filipinas is like their loyalty is like unquestioned. I mean, you guys, you don't have to. I mean, there could be like a someone better looking than you, more money, etc. And it's just like, no, I'm just really not interested. So
Okay.
but
So,
there's
okay.
times that I've been approached also, and it was just like, no, without question, this is I'm with the person that I love. So, but yeah.
Okay.
I really
So
appreciate that
you
about you guys, and you guys are always happy. Well,
you're frozen. Frozen.
yeah, I think it's back now.
Okay. What did you say? What you say? You're frozen.
Oh, so yeah, like talking about you and Monty, you two are like the most welcoming people that I've ever met in my life. So, and also our friends too. So,
You're crazy, but yeah.
so.
You- when women is hungry, yeah, we're very, we're very angry.
Yep, yeah, Filipinos can get angry for sure.
You know what? It's just like, yeah, to be honest with you, guys, when I go groceries, and sometimes I don't eat because I want to go early. And then when I come back home, and then Frank asked me, sweetheart, what did you got? And then I told Frank, just give me a 5 minutes. Let me eat first. Let me eat first before I say anything. Because
Yeah.
it's easy for me to get irritated. It's easy for me to get irritated, especially when I'm hungry. And he knows already that, once I eat, okay, he just go to his room and watch on, you know, news on his laptop. And then after that, after I eat, and then I told him, okay, we can talk. So, but first, I want to eat first. Okay, so do you consider yourself as a passport bro, Rich?
Not really. I support them, and I like that movement. To be honest with you, but I think for me it was different. When we met, we just like I was already traveling and stuff like that. I just happened to meet
Yeah.
her, kind of thing. But I do support that movement though, like big time. I think I would just like to see. The thing I like to see is, and I like to see that to be put in the correct light, if that makes sense. because a lot of the people that are talking about passport bros, they start bringing up like the guys that like my ex friend, from that's Jamaican, the stuff that he's doing. So they keep like taking that person and they put that person in the limelight. They're like, no, 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 that's passport bro. It's like, no, you know, that's not, yeah, that's not what they're about. I mean, most of the guys that I know, young guys that I talk to and stuff like that, they're like, yeah, I'm going to meet like a woman in Colombia. I mean, they're really good guys. They're guys that you would want to marry your daughter. You know, yeah, they're guys that you would really want to marry your daughter and stuff. And they just want frozen again. And not play the games that they do here. When you're in a relationship and the games that you have to play to stay in a relationship. So
Okay, so I have a follow-up question because especially I'm talking about, Western women, particularly black women. What
mhm.
is the difference during your time and the black women today? How they act, how they think. So there's
When I was,
change.
I think, I'm 47. I'll be 48 this year. When I was growing up, there was a thing called being fast, and like, when you were a teenager and stuff like that, like, if you were like around a group of like, let's say, like black girls, and like one of them said something like real naughty, right? Like, oh, I did this and that with a guy, and the mother would come out and be like, hey, you know, I don't like you talking like that. Get upstairs with your fast little ass. You're grounded.
Mhm,
They would scold you, and they would stop you from talking like that. They didn't want you to be like hoes. Now it's different. It's like, I mean mothers, and they're just like, their daughters are like, 16. They're talking about like they just had sex with like five different guys, and I'm trying to find a good man, someone that's going to give me money. And it's like, man, like, where did we go as a people? Like, this is just really like just degenerate behavior. So
mhm.
yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just totally different. I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, I was, before my ex-wife, I was married, for a brief moment and stuff, to a black woman, and I mean, she cheated on me like, it was like every chance she could get. She was always at the club. It was so bad that, like, I used to have to like get off of work like late at night, go find her at the club, bring her back. She left for like days. And finally it was just like, yeah, you've got to go somewhere. So um yeah, I just think that just nowadays, like, relationships here are just mostly just transactional. So everything is about money, and that's it. So it's
Yeah,
mostly
right.
like, yeah, you're broke. And even when you're not broke, then it's like, well, I want to control you. And I want to try to control you and the money that you give me and stuff like that. And it's like, no, that's not how relationships work.
Yeah, because they think that their money is their money, your money is their money.
Yeah. But I think that, yeah, it's kind of weird because now there's just no respect for, I feel, a lack of respect for black men. And it's different. I
Yeah.
mean, before, when I'll tell you the major difference. This is the major difference, and Filipinos do this, and I really appreciate you guys for doing this in a setting of like black people. So, like, let's say, I'm single, right? They
Yeah.
would come and say, a Filipino family, and this has happened to me like quite a bit. They're like, hey, I have a sister, and she's single. Maybe you would like to meet her. You know, Black families don't do that. They don't do stuff like that. They don't, hey, I know Rich is a really good guy. Hey, maybe you would like to meet my sister. Or I have a single cousin. Maybe you'd like to meet her. That we don't do that at all.
And
And
what
that's
reason?
there's just a lack of respect. It's just I don't see you as like valuable and useful. And honestly, if she wanted to meet you, then she would have met you. Like, so yeah, like I said, I mean, everyone talks, certain groups talk about like, well, you guys are leaving and doing all this other stuff. It's like, all right, but what have you done to try to get like, what have you personally done to try to get people together?
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
like, this is, when I hear, because, sometimes I watch also those Passport Bros channel, and these
Hmm.
women, they always have the six figures. And once I look at them, that how can it's just like it's easy for them, it's easy for them, to say, six figures, okay. And then if there's a man, what can you bring to the table? And then it makes me laugh because they said that they are the table. So they don't really understand, because of course, like if they're looking for a rich man, of course this rich man will not looking for a rubbish woman.
Right.
Okay, so they have also
Yeah.
picked the woman that they will value them, and had respect on them. So it's not the thing that if this rich man just get a rubbish woman, do you think they allow that for themselves, that this
Yeah.
woman will disrespect? So that's ridiculous, ridiculous that they, I don't know, it's just like, is this a
Yeah,
joke?
it's like if I want to go out with a woman that's going to be a 9 or a 10, that's a model, a supermodel, right? She's going to be like, "No, I'm looking for something different." And I expect that. I mean, I expect someone to just, cuz that's kind of like out of my league. So, I mean, at the end of the day, like I get it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there are things, I'm saying that men really need to work on also. I mean, you have a lot of men here that and I'll be honest with you, they're laying on people's couches and stuff like that, and like living off of women. The
Hmm.
women are paying all the bills and stuff, and that they're not contributing at all, and then they wonder why the wife is leaving them, or just tired of them and stuff. And I get that. I mean, stuff goes both ways, and I mean, but I just feel like for the people and from my experience, for the women that I have met here, it's just been very one-sided, all of the relationships, just for me.
Yeah. So it's just like, is that, have you experienced that, because you said that, you had, your ex-wife is a black. Have you experienced with her that, he never fixed food for you?
No, no, she didn't know how to cook.
Oh yeah, because it's
Yeah, she
just like
didn't know.
for me, when I hear these women say that, cleaning the house, especially if you're married, cleaning the house, preparing food to their men is like slavery, and I don't really understand why, especially if she's not working and the man is
Yeah,
working.
you don't really see those situations as much. Like, so, like this part of it, I get right. So, like, I understand, like, if you're working, but you're both working, a job, and you both work 8 hours, 8, 12 hours. You come home, and one of you is just like laying on the couch while the other one's, like trying to clean up and stuff like that. I mean, my only thing to that is that yeah, you're doing two different types of labors. You know, you're you come up with a plan, like your cleaning days or something like that, or you work that out because that's something that I can understand. A woman complaining about that, but if you yeah, like right now, like I told you, like my wife, she can't work, because it's going to take time. It might take up to like a year and a half. So, that's not a big deal. Like I can pay the bills and stuff like that, and I can take
Yeah.
care of her and her daughter and stuff. It's no big deal. Um, but the thing is that I don't expect her to do that. I mean, I get in and clean like myself too. I mean, my house was clean before she got here, so she's not like my servant or anything like that. But it's just it gives her something to do. She just feels like, hey, like, no, I'll take care of this because you're at work, and I'm just not just gonna sit around the house doing nothing all day. Yeah, I just that's the thing. It's like I think a lot of people in the United States have like relationship trauma. It's like their expectations of like relationships are just so unrealistic that it's just it's that's really the main problem. It's just everyone's expectations of like what you're supposed to do in a relationship is really really way unrealistic.
Yeah. So that's well, it's just like no wonder, no wonder why these brothers go to other countries, you know, choose or pick some Asian than but for me it's just like I think that's the reason why they're very upset, with the Asian women, especially if some brothers, dealing with with Asian, because instead that that money that brothers spend with the Asian woman, instead going to them is they cannot really have that because because of this Asian woman that appreciates some brothers that who really wants to take care of them.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be careful even with that because, like I said, my ex-wife was Japanese, so I mean, we had a beautiful house. She had a Lexus. I mean, yeah, she we had a really good life together, and it was just like, yeah, I just in the end, she ended up dating my best friend,
Oh,
and
that's
yeah, I mean, it's just in America, it's like it's everything is about like your feelings. It's really strange. It's just like, oh, today I just feel like I just don't want to be married, and that's okay. And then people start rationalizing it, and so then 4 years later, you get the phone call, and it's like, oh, I was wrong. I don't
yeah.
know why I did that. I mean, it's like, no, it's too late. I mean, you've already made your decision, destroyed the family, and that's the thing.
Mm,
It's like people don't realize like how when you get into a relationship and stuff like that and you have kids and then you start moving for no reason into other families and stuff like that and then destroying the family, it's a little embarrassing, going from like another place and having someone else having to like meet your kids because like you said, I mean, this is really delicate. Someone might not like your kids, they might not like like one of your kids,
yeah.
so yeah, I mean, that's things you really need to think of before you get married, you know. And people need to realize that, like, hey, marriage is something really serious
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
not
It's
something you
just
just throw
like,
away.
yeah, it just a teamwork. Because if there's no teamwork, the marriage will not be last for long or for more longer.
Right.
So yeah, for me, I do believe that marriage is a teamwork. Okay, so thank you so much, Rich, for that wonderful answer to all my questions that I asked you. So now let's proceed to our rapid game. So are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, okay. Long hair, short hair,
Long hair.
big or small,
Small.
beauty or brain,
Brain.
endless love or endless money,
Endless love.
restaurant or hotel,
Oh, that's a good one. Hotel.
quality or quantity,
Quality.
legs or thighs,
Legs.
mango or apple,
Apple.
basketball or Super Bowl,
Basketball or what now? I'm sorry.
Super Bowl,
Super Bowl.
bed or couch,
Bed.
Dress well or raggedy?
Dress well, for sure.
Chocolate or happiness?
Happiness.
Lights on, lights off.
Lights off.
Okay. Best time for happiness.
Morning.
Okay, so I have a sentence. Complete this. Complete the sentence. I'm BayouBilly blank.
I'm BayouBilly and I approve this message. No, 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 no,
Approve this.
no. I'm
What?
I'm I'm BayouBilly and I'm thankful for my friends, my great friends on Lilibeth Tate's channel.
Thank you. So that's all, that's the end of our, interview. So anything else before we go? But anyway, if you want to stay on the line,
Of
we
course.
you can still stay, and
Yeah.
then we do some little karaoke.
Well, I just
Actually,
want to say thank you for having me. First off, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Frank, for allowing me to do this. Also, shout outs to Monty. Uh, shout outs to Boots. Boots, my guy. Hopefully, we can meet sometime in Europe. I'm waiting for Monty to get there, and maybe we can talk about like all meeting up together. But we are going to the Philippines on either December or January. So yeah, I mean, if you're ever available, I would definitely like to meet you guys as well. So
okay, so just just buzz us if your wife and you is here. So we're very welcome, to meet you guys.
of course, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm gonna need some help with the chicken fighting. So
So thank you so much.
all
Thank you
right,
so much, Rich, for for having you in my show. So you can stay on the chat. So let me read this. Okay, guys, if you don't, if you want to ask question from Belly, Bayou Belly and me, feel free. Okay, so now it's time for me to read all the comments here. So let me start from the bottom because I want you to concentrate with your, with your answer without bothering you or any question. Okay, so I'll just pick some of the question that, okay, here. Okay, so some of the question here is, okay, from Puts. Loyalty, Chris Brown song. This who trees ain't loyal is now playing in my mind. That's a song. Okay, from Miss Money, you better take note of the puts when they say nope, we meant it yes. Okay. Once you say yes, yes. When you say no, no. Okay. So actually, the thing that, when I say yes, I really, I really say yes. Sometimes, when I say, Frank, that okay, let's go there, and I don't know, is that my personality that once I drop no, I really stand at the until at the end. It doesn't matter if, there's so many things that, explain, because, I really want to, value my words. So I'm not easy, to changing mind. So if I say yes, I say yes. If I say no, no. Because before I say that, I have to think the outcome in the input and then the outcome. Okay, guys, for those who wants to join and sing, can you sing, Rich?
no, no, not at all. So, but yeah, I'll jump off and thanks again for having me out there. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you so much also, for having you in
All
my
right.
show. So
All right.
thank you.
Take care.
Bye. So now I can sing. Wait, because I already, it's easy for me, to, if there's CPR, I can it's easy for me to cut off. So let me, what time is it? 9:30. I already done eat my dinner. Oh my God. I eat my favorite sinigang sa miso, salmon head. And then I just eat a little rice. So for those ones to sing with me, I'm gonna post the link, okay? So let's sing happy birthday. Happy birthday. So, ay nako, sana ba 'yun? Actually, guys, it's just like 17 minutes, the free hour in my StreamYard. So this is my chance because it will resume on the 12th. That's why I have scheduled on my part 3 Centenado. That's on the 12th because that's the free plan for my StreamYard. So now I'll take advantage, I'll take advantage that because once I cut off this, I can't sing online. Ay, nako. Okay. So, sige na. Banat na tayo at I've been to Paris once and I was a good experience. Oh, okay. So I'm looking forward, to meet you, Rich, when you visit here in Philippines. Just buzz us and we can talk about, the meeting. Hi, Jin. Thank you for coming, Jin. Oh, Jin, sali ka na. Kanta na tayo. Actually, I have my favorite song. Oh my God, this is Whitney Houston, but I love this song. But I don't care if I cannot reach, the Whitney Houston, but I just gonna sing according to my range of my voice. So Frank asked me what is the range of my voice because he said he has a G whatever he called that. But when I go to the to when you test your voice, F4 and A4, what the heck is that? I don't really understand. I don't really understand that, my goodness. Well, it's just like we are still planning a wedding in the Philippines, so guys will get the invited. Oh, yeah. Yes. Actually, that's the one thing that I don't know. So I'm thinking that well, we just wait for a few months and then apply for another visa going to the States. I don't know, but Frank will plan to send a letter to the Congress first. So that's, yeah. Yeah, that's, that's the thing, but it's crazy how people park their cars. There are also, if even touch someone's, you can have to pay for it, and people just, yeah, sometimes that's ridiculous. Okay, let me call my, my tropa. Well, actually, Frank wants me, after the, after the embassy thing, well, I was turned down in the second time. And then, he asked me, go to Thailand. Oh my God. And until now, I did not yet, I did not yet decided. Well, yeah. Well, we just, we're just thinking, the best way that we can, the best way that we can able, to get that. But anyway, we don't really, in fact, puts, we don't really rush, going to the States. I have so many stuff that we are doing here in the Philippines. So, and in fact, Frank, he enjoy here. He has a peaceful life here in the Philippines, that nobody stop him on the street. So, well, oh my God, somebody call me. Mm, nako, pambihira. Your istorbo. Yeah, I don't, if I, yeah. And then, I was, well, it's just like, for me, it's just like, I don't really understand why, on that form, that, when it comes to that, tourist visa, and then they put it there that where, all the applicants, there, we're not allowed to ask why we're not approved. So it's just like, it makes me wonder, how can you improve yourself if they don't tell which part of you, you not good in the question or stuff that, somebody asks. So that's crazy. That's crazy. But anyway, well, yeah, we're not stopping doing that puts, but, we just think, the good step. So So they said, "Oh, don't worry, mom. Just keep on, just keep on applying." Okay. So they think that, the money that we pay for the visa, because the visa is not a joke. If you don't have 10,000, more than 10,000, you cannot get that D is 160 form. So yeah, that's, it sometimes it's really disappointed about, the type, the system, because, I thought that, they said that, oh, you just be honest, and then uh, comply all the legal documents, and then they ask a question, and once you because me, there's no reason, because when they ask, I answered everything, and then it's just like, look at the passport, and then look at the computer, and then tell me, sorry ma'am, I can't give your visa. And then when you ask guys why I'm not entitled for that, for my visa, and then they said that they don't want to argue with me. So now it makes me smile. Asking a question, they consider that as argument. Come on, where's the justice? Where's the justice for that? So imagine, guys. And in fact, I'm married to American. I'm not going there just to visit my Filipino family. I'm married to a American. Ay, nako. Oh my God, Frank, he sleep early. Because you know what, guys? I mentioned that I cook my favorite salmon head, because I love that, with sinigang sa miso. It's just like sinigang sa miso is just like a sour soup with, horseradish and mustard leaves, onion and tomato. Oh, that's my favorite. Okay. And then I make pancit, because he likes pancit, the combination of egg noodles and rice noodles. So I mix that, and then I cook his favorite catfish, bake, because I don't really give him, fried. So I'm very strict now about his diet. So I'm, on the, baking. So my God, he eat all the food that I serve, and then I think he's feel sleepy, because when I eat a lot, guys, that's what happened also to me. And then a few minutes I feel sleepy. Yeah, oh my God, I don't know. It's just like, I don't really understand what the heck is that. What the heck is that? They're so very, oh, I don't want to say this word. Is they're very, well, I feel I was discriminated. Even though I'm still here in the Philippines, I feel discriminated because, I comply all the legal documents, the question, because, they said that's what's on the DS 160 that I fill out, that's what they asked. But when they asked, okay, I thought that I was approved, because, I answer all the question. And then, like I said, they just go to my passport. Maybe because my passport, there's no stamp, but it's just like, uh, we have place here. We have money here in the Philippines. Do you think that, they think that I will stay in the state and leave that money here? So they never think that way. And then, it's just like easy for them to say, sorry, ma'am, I can't give your visa. Ay, nako. So you cannot ask, what part of the question that I failed? They don't accommodate that, because once you ask a question, like I said, for them is a argument. So now I'm thinking that when you ask a question to them, is that argument? And the ones you ask, they don't pay attention. They don't give, they don't. If you have something, to ask in the embassy, U.S. embassy, they don't really uh, pay attention about that. The only thing that you can go to U.S. embassy just to get visa online. But if when it comes to question about this denied thing, they don't allow you to have an appointment. So that's ridiculous. And I don't really understand why they cannot cater, especially Frank. He's American. He deserved to bring his wife to the States because he's an American. He's not a Filipino citizen. He's an American. And then, you know what, guys? This is really fucked up because even though you're US American or American citizen, you cannot go to US embassy without online appointment. So all American has the right to go to American embassy or to go to American soil without uh, do appointment online. All they need to do just show their IDs, the government issued ID or their passport that shows that they're American. So I think, that's why, it's good also to, Frank that plan to, to send a letter to the Congress or to the senator because, well, I don't know, maybe they don't know what the management, US embassy management doing here in the Philippines with the American people. So example, if the American citizen was distressed, okay, there's a threat in his life, he cannot go to the embassy to protect himself, but he has to go to online appointment because they don't allow. That's unacceptable for those American. Even though I'm Filipino, I can see the rights of, but I don't know, it's just like the system need to change. Well, yeah, well, I can go to Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong, Vietnam, but I can't go to Japan, Taiwan. Um, I don't know. I don't want to talk about China because So yeah. Well, it's just like we don't really want we don't really want to live in the States. Okay, it's just like Frank wants me to to how's the life in the States. I can so that's the reason why we go to the tourist visa thing because we don't really have we don't have plan to stay there. Maybe we can stay there for 6 months, or and then after 6 months back to Philippines. We don't really want to stay in the States because especially now that the ay nako. But there's a thing that Frank and me needs because we do have property in Macomb, Mississippi that I need to sign it so that my name will put that on land. We can't. Ay nako, kakanta na lang ako. Okay. So, I'm gonna close the camera, guys. Bahala na kayo dyan. Yeah, so for those on the live chat, okay, get ready. I will sing. I will dedicate this to all black men, black men, loving, loyal, okay, honest. Okay. Sige, sige. Sige, sige. Sige, sige na. Okay, so this song, I love this song. You know, when I read the lyrics, it's so make me proud of myself that I'm married to Frank. Okay, this is Saving All My Love for You by Whitney Houston. A few stolen moments is all that we share. You got your family, and I need you there. Though I try to resist being last on your list, but no other man is gonna do. Ang taas, so high. It's not very easy living all alone. My friends try and tell me find a man of my own, but each time I try, I just break down and cry. 'Cause rather be high, feeling low, so I'm saving all my love for you. You used to tell me we'd run away together. Love gives you the right to be free. You said be patient, just wait a little longer. But just an hour fantasy. Oh my god. I got to get ready. Just a few minutes more. Gonna get that old feeling when you walk to that door. 'Cause tonight is the night for feeling alright. We're making love the whole night and through. So I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love for you. No other woman is gonna love you more. 'Cause tonight is the night that feeling alright. We'll make love the whole night and through. So I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love. Yes, I'm saving all my love for you. For you. Yeah. Thank you guys. Oh my god. I love this song. So next question, this is my favorite from Enrique Iglesias by Lamos. Here we go. I sorry. Commercial. Esta noche bailamos, te doy toda mi vida. Quédate conmigo. Tonight we dance. I live my life in your hands. We take the floor. Nothing is forbidden anymore. Don't let the world outside. Don't let the moment go by. Nothing can stop us tonight. Bailamos. Let the rhythm take over. Bailamos. Te quiero, amo mío. Bailamos. Gonna live this night forever. Bailamos. Te quiero, amo mío. Dios. Tonight I'm yours. We can make it happen so sure. Not letting go. There is something I can't you should know. I want to live in your side. We're gonna dance through the night. I wanna reach out for the stars. Bailamos. Let the rhythm take over. Bailamos. Te quiero, amo mío. Bailamos. Gonna live this life forever. Bailamos. Te quiero, amor mío. Dios. Tonight we'll dance like no tomorrow. If you will stay with me, te quiero, amor. Quédate conmigo esta noche, nada más. Bailamos. Let the rhythm take you over. Bailamos. Te quiero, amor mío. Bailamos. Gonna live this night forever. Bailamos. Te quiero, amor mío. Bailamos. Let a rhythm take over. Bailamos. Te quiero, amor mío. Bailamos. Gonna live this night forever. Bailamos. Te quiero, amor mío. Bailamos. Gracias. Well, I'm gonna sing this song because this is my favorite. Mhm. So this is Nothing Compares to You. Actually, this is, Prince original, but I like Shinad to sing this because I like the way she delivered than Prince. But actually, this is Friend's song. All right. Hmm. Hold on. There are moments you will break and fall. Kaya now, I choose Pantene for 10 times best hair fall. Oh, for those who wants to request the song, request. Okay, here we go. All the flowers that you planted, Mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. I know that living without you, baby, was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give another try. Nothing compares, nothing compares to you. Nothing compares, nothing compares to you. Nothing compares, nothing compares to you. Okay, so this one, it reminds me of, for those, I'll try to sing this, but for those men that they they love so many girls. So this is the song of uh, from Enrique Julio Iglesias. I mean, uh, to all the girls I loved before. So this is, the song of uh, Julio Iglesias that, well, I tried to sing this to all the girls I loved before. This is according to Julio Iglesias. This is, yeah, right, Poots. This is a Playboy song. So I dedicate this to all Playboy. To all the girls I loved before, who would trouble in out my door. I'm glad they came along. I dedicate this song to all the girls I loved before. To all the girls I once caressed, and me I say I held the best. For help me to grow, I owe a lot to know. To all the girls I loved before, the wind of trains are always flowing, and every time I try to say, the winds of change continue blowing, and they just carried me away. To all the men who shared my life, who know are someone else, my husband, I'm glad he came along. I dedicate this song to all the men I loved before, to all the men I cared for. I stop na. Frank will get mad at me. Oh my God. Okay. This one, for those heartbroken women, so I dedicate this. Yeah, pros. I do have a respect to my husband, so I better to stop saying that. Okay, so for those heartbroken women, so this song is dedicated for you girls. So this is song from Dionne Warwick. I never loved this way again. Here we go. I love this song, but the lyrics is not really good. You look inside my fantasies and made each one come true. Something no one else had ever find a way to do. I kept the memories one by one since you took me, and I know I never loved this way again. I know I never loved this way again, so I keep holding on before the good is gone. I know I never loved this way again. Hold on, hold on, hold on. A fool will lose tomorrow, reaching back for yesterday. I won't turn my head in sorrow if you should go away. I standing here and remember just how good it's been, and I know I never loved this way again. I know I never loved this way again, so I keep holding on before the good is gone. I know I never loved this way again. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I know. Oh, this thing. Oh my God, it's too high. I I never love this again. Hold on, hold on. I love this again. So before the good is gone. Thank you. Oh, sino pa? Who wants to request song? Okay. Look at that glow. Oh. I love also Angela Boffel. She's a black American woman singer, so I love some of her songs. So this one, I picked this song. The title is This Time I'll Be Sweeter, Not Bitter. Darling, can't you see what lost in you has come to me? I'm not the same girl I used to be. Have you changed your form? Don't leave me standing in the dark. Don't let confused keep us apart. Come back to me, and I guarantee all the tenders and love you ever need. This time I'll be sweeter. Our love run deeper. I won't mess around. I won't let you down. Have faith in me. Have faith in me. Since you've been away. Oh my God, I can't imagine myself singing Eminem, Slim Shady. Are you kidding, Toots? Okay. Red wine goes to my head, makes me forget that I still need her so. Red wine, it's up to you. All I can do, I've done. Memories won't go. Memories won't go. Just assume that with time, thoughts of you would leave my head. I was wrong. Now I find just one thing makes me forget. Red, red wine. Where's my red, red wine? Stay close to me. Don't let me be alone. Staring apart. My blue heart. Oh my God. There we go. That with time, thoughts of her would leave my head. I was wrong, and I find just one thing makes me forget. Red, red wine, stay close to me. Don't let me be alone, staring apart. My blue red wine. You keep my rocking all the time. I feel $1,000,000 when you're just in hand. Oh my God, so fast. Red, red wine, you make me feel so fine. Monkey pack. Come on. Oh my. Red wine is a modern beat style. Jesus Christ. Give me a little time and help clear out my mind. Yeah. Yeah, that's very funny. Why? Red, red wine. The monkey get choked. Jesus, why? Okay, that's it. Okay, I let you stop, Bob. Oh, sorry, it's commercial. Oh my God. Okay, this song is I dedicate this to all people that love nature. So this is La Isla Bonita. In English, beautiful island. La Isla Bonita. Oh. Last night I dreamt of San Pedro. I no, sorry. It's not karaoke. Okay, anyway. Young girl with eyes like the desert. It all seems like yesterday, not far away. Trophy. Switch to Nuragen E. I used to think that she says Lucky Star Bonita. Bonita means beautiful. Bésame mucho. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme estos pies 31. Oh my God, forget it. I love this. Trio Los Panchos. Quizás, quizás. Siempre te cuento que cuando como Dante responde quizás, quizás, quizás es. Oh my God, forget it. Sorry guys, I'm singing for. I love this song. Experts examine every part. Where do I begin? Love story, Andy Williams. Where do I begin to tell the story of how great love can be? The sweet love story that is older than a sea. The simple truth about the love she brings to me. Where do I start? When first alone, she gave a meaning to the empty world of mine. There another, be another love, another time. She came to. Wow, that's nice song. I'm looking for the song that. here. Hero. Okay, I will song this hero. Ang gamot mo, magaling ba dyan? Hero by Enrique Iglesias. Let me be your hero. Would you dance if I asked you to dance? Would you run and I never look back? Would you cry if you saw me crying? Would you save my soul tonight? Would you tremble if I touch your lips? Would you laugh? Oh, please tell me this. Now would you die for one you love? Hold me your arms tonight. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away. Would you swear that you always be mine? Or would you lie? Would you run and hide? I am too deep. Have I lost my mind? I don't care, you're here tonight. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away. Oh, I just want you, hold you. I just want you, hold you. Oh, yeah. And I hold you. Have I lost my mind? But I don't care, you're here tonight. I can hear your hero, babe. I can kiss away the pain. Oh yeah, I will stand you by forever. You can take my breath away. I can hear your hero, and I kiss away the pain. And I will stand you forever. You can take my breath away. You can say I can hear you be your hero. Boots, your ears is still okay? My voice get irritate your ears? Just let me know. I love also Rod Stewart's song. Okay, so this is, oh my god, Sailing by Rod Stewart. Wait, hold on, guys. My cat ear's still good. All right. Sailing. I am sailing. I am sailing home again. Cross the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am flying, I am flying like a bird across the sky. I am flying, passing high clouds to be near you, to be free. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Through the dark night, far away, I am dying, forever trying to be with you. Who can say, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Through the dark night, far away, I am dying, forever crying to be with you. Who can say, yeah? We are singing, we are singing home again, 'cause the sea. We are sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. Oh Lord, can you hear me? To be free, oh my Lord. All right, next. Oops. Hallelujah. My God. Commercial pa. So, same artist, Rod Stewart. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah. You know, so this song, I dedicated this to, to a person who broke their promise. This is for you, sucker. I can tell by your eyes that you've probably been crying forever. And and the stars in the sky don't mean nothing to you. They're a mirror. I don't wanna talk about it. How you broke my heart. If I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart? My heart. If I stand all alone with the shadow white color of your heart, blue from the tears, black for the night, fears and the stars in the sky don't mean nothing to you. They're a mirror. I don't wanna talk about it. How you broke my heart, sucker. If I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart? Oh, my heart. I don't wanna talk about it. How you broke my heart. If I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart? Oh, My heart, why, my heart. Thank you. Yeah. And then I have favorite song, and I dedicate this to all people that they lost their mother, they lost their father, they lost their siblings, their child, or their loved ones. So this is song from Eric Clapton, Tears in Heaven. Excited magpa-cover today. Sorry guys, commercial. So this is very nice song, and I actually this song is Eric Clapton dedicated his son, drop from the tall building. This isn't sure, and I know there'll be no more tears in heaven. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would you be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong, carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Thank you. So that's very sad song. Okay, this one. Unsure on how to reduce fine lines and act. Oh, you're welcome, Poots. I really appreciate you're still there, to listening my crying voice. But anyway, I'm just want, take advantage this because once I start to stop this, I have to wait in a few days before I go to another streaming. So it's my chance, I take advantage for this. Okay, so this one, I love this, from Love Will Keep Us Alive, Eagles. So this is for everyone, especially for those couple. Always keep your love alive, not die. I was standing all against the world outside. I'm out of them. You were searching for a place to hide. Lost and lonely, you've never given me the will to survive. When we're hungry, love will keep us alive. Don't you worry, sometimes you've just gotta let it try. World is changing, right before your eyes. Now I found you. There's no more emptiness inside. When we're hungry, love will keep us alive. I would die for you. Climb the highest mountain. Baby, there's nothing I want to. Now I found you. There's no more the emptiness inside. When we're hungry, love will keep us alive. I would die for you. Climb the highest mountain. Baby, there's nothing I want to. I was standing all alone against the world outside. You were searching for a place to hide. Lost and lonely, you never give me the will to be surprised. When we hug, love will keep us alive. Love will keep us alive. When we hungry, love will keep us alive. So my next song is this, for those men and women, they tell to their partner, they said, I love you, but deep inside, they lied. So this song is from Michael Bolton, said I love you, but I'm lied. You are the candle, love's the flame, fire that burns through wind and rain. Shine your light on this heart of mine till the end of time. You came to me like the dawn to the night, just shining like the sun. Out of my dream, into my life, you are the one, you are the one. Said I love you, but I'm lied. this moment that I feel inside. Said I love you, but a song. 'Cause I never ever feel so strong. Said I love you, but I'm lying. Feels like trying in vain. I can't bear words, my heart explain. These things of heaven, so deep, so true. I found in you. So many reasons, so many ways. My life has just begun. Yeah. Need you forever, and I need you to stay. You are the one. You are the one. Say yeah. 'Cause it's more than I feel so strong. Said I love you, but I won't. 'Cause I never ever feel so strong. Said I love you, but I'm not. Yeah, he slept early. Well, I give it, I think he eat a lot. Well, so I think, the hormones thing. Came to me like the shine like the sun. All my dreams into my life. You are the one. You are the one. Said I love you, but I'm lying. 'Cause this is more than love I feel inside. Said I love you, but I'm strong. 'Cause love never ever feels so strong. Said I love you, 'cause it's more than I ever feel inside. Said I love you, but I'm loved. Actually, put when I have a schedule, especially when I do streaming, like this schedule, I cook early, so by 7 o'clock we're through. Okay, and actually, if it's weekend, we don't really eat breakfast. We don't eat. Well, I cook breakfast, weekend breakfast, and then we don't eat lunch. So actually, he wake up early. He sleep early. Me, I sleep late and I woke up late. Actually, well, it's just like, once I drink something like, drink has caffeine, it, well, it's just like I think my hormones change. Okay, so unlike, in my 30s, I love to sleep afternoon. If I sleep afternoon, it don't really affect my sleeping time during the nighttime. But now, oh my God, it's just like, I'm just like a witch, awake in the night and sleep at night. So sometimes, Frank, the thing that it makes me wake up. He opened the curtain. He opened the curtain because we have two types of curtain. The other one is you can't really see the light outside. Okay, so and then the thin the thin curtain. When it's just like me when he opened the curtain. I'm just like vampire or Dracula. Oh my god. I don't know. I'm gonna sing Chi's favorite. uh how did you know? Chi's favorite song. How did you know? Chi love this song. Actually, you know what? Well, for me, once I lose my energy, all I need to do just sleep, sleep, sleep. It doesn't matter for me if I cannot eat, but I want to sleep, sleep. But sometimes I just, well, if I cannot sleep, well, I have what do you call that? Maybe I can drink my apple beer, my San Miguel apple beer. Actually, my Moscato, I save that if in case that Icy will have a wine stream party. I bought that. But maybe I just take the apple beer because very light. How many percent? It says like 3%. But I'm really busog. My stomach is full because I eat, my favorite salmon head sinigang samis. Oh my God. So good. Sobrang lami. Okay, so Chi, if you're watching right now, or if you're gonna watch this replay, I dedicate this to you because every time we do karaoke, you always sang this to us. So I'm gonna take that chance, to sing that for you. So this is for you, Chi. Ay, nako, commercial. How did you know? By this is original by Chicky Pineda, but actually there's a lot of Filipino singers that they revive this. Isa Sigera, Nina, and then the Sardi. But the original, I want to take the original. Things will work out just fine. How did you know I needed someone like you in my life? But there's an empty space in my heart. You came at the right time in my life. I'll never forget how you put the sun to shine in my life and took all the worries in yourself. I guess what I'm really trying to say, it's not every day that someone like you comes my way. No words can express how much I love you. How did you know I needed someone like you in my life? There's an empty space in my heart. You came at the right time in my life. I'll never forget how you brought the sun to shine in my life. So for the words and things I have, I guess what I really trying to say, it's not every day that someone like you comes my way. No words can express how much I love you. Thank you. Hi, Henry. Thank you for coming, Henry. What's up? Yeah, this is marathon. I take this opportunity. So, well, I really appreciate guys, for those stay on the live chat. Thank you so much, for uh standby. Okay. The next song that I want. Okay. What the the next song that I will sing is, actually it reminds me of Muhammad Ali. I love Muhammad Ali. He's very outspoken. He's a Sigma male, and this song actually, this is one of the some of the lyrics. It really really fits on the personality of Muhammad Ali. It's just like in some of the lyrics, it's just they can't take away my dignity. That's I really admire and I love Muhammad Ali. So this is song that the greatest love of all. I forgot, actually, Whitney Houston, he sang this, but, the original, I forgot the name that Frank mentioned me. He made that song. And then Whitney Houston, she revived this song. Okay. So actually, I sing this song because I love Muhammad Ali. Yeah. Actually, I already done interview. So after the interview, Henry, I just go straight, the singing thing. Because I just take this advantage because I told this is the last, free plan for my streaming. So I'm gonna resume my free plan for 20 hours this coming 12. So I do have a karaoke this coming June 12. So uh that's the Filipino Independence Day. Hi, Bob. Thank you for coming, Bob. Actually, Bob, I'm already done with my interview with my guest. So I just singing for out of tune. Well, it's just like the room is mine. Frank is sleeping. So how is your plants? What, Bob. The plants that I mentioned that were same is just like they've been. I didn't notice that. Oh my God! When I check the plants in my porch, so it's too long. So I have to trim it, and then I don't have space, so I have to throw it away because it's been 4 days. This month. Oh my God, they grow fast. And I was surprised. And then I told Frank, oh my God, my plants is just like Rapunzel. It's, but sayang, I wasting because, I don't have space on my porch. So I have to throw it, the plants. Yeah, Frankie sleep early, Bob, but I will tell him. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, this, when this summer, when I check my plants, oh my God, they're doing good. And when it starts raining, this is what I noticed, that, I really like that, oh my God, 2 months ago, my plant was almost dying, but once, and end of the month of May, so we experienced successive rain. Oh my God. After 1 week, Bob, my plants, they grow fast. It's just like, my porch is just like a forest. So now I'm not in the mood, to cut some twigs, or remove some leaves. So maybe I can arrange my porch, because it's really bushy. And I really want to plant some vegetable, but my yeah, they grow fast. Even though that, I watered, the water from my faucet, but it's not as good as, rainwater. Yeah, because now here is no longer summer here. Summer is over here in the Philippines, so it's rainy season. So I cannot really plants a lot of plants, but because my porch, it's not really as big as if you have your own plants. So I just have few plants, but they grow fast. Actually, the I forgot what's the English of that. We call that kalachuchi. It looks like tree plants. Oh my God, just like 2 months ago, it's all the leaves is dying. Like I said that last week of May, it's successive rain. Oh my God, when I look at it, the leaves grow fast. So I think the natural fertilizers is the best. The rainwater, the best. They're doing good. They're healthy. Okay, so I'm gonna sing my favorite song, The Greatest Love of All. I believe the children in our future, that someone's love easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. I believe the children in our future, teach them well and let them live the way. Show them all the beauty that possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind me how we used to be. I'm silent, never to work in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what you take from me, I can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all. Easy to do. Learning to love yourself. If it's the greatest love of all, and if I just extension that you've been dreaming of, lead us to a glorious place, find our strength in love. Oh, that's a very good message. So what will happen if what will happen if the kids are grown so, oh my God, especially if they had a bad environment. So, okay. Oh, who is there? Nobody's there. Hello? Anybody in there? Okay. I love this song. Oh. Hello? Is anybody in there? Wake up, the morning's over. The bed is soft and warm where we lay. I dream the whole night through of what to say to you, all the things my heart wants to say. Last night you heard me crying, 'cause I had never loved a man before. Now I guess the tears were falling, 'cause the little girl was lost. But now I'm crying. This girl has turned into a woman, and I dream of this moment all my life. This girl has turned into a woman, and I thank you for your tenderness last night. Yeah, I never seen a man lying my pillow. Hi, Steph. Yeah. Well, it's okay. I will trim that. I will trim that. Step. This girl was turned into a woman, and I thank you for your tenderness. So my next song is this is this is from Harry Belafonte, the Banana Boat song. I love this song. Harry Belafonte. Day-o, day-o, daylight coming, wanna go home. Day. Anong rap na? Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna rap. Gusto kong bumait pero di ko magawa. Gusto kong bumait pero di ko magawa. Nasa Diyos ang awa, nasa tao ang gawa. Break it down. Break it down. Okay, I'm done. That's my rap. Hi, Dawn. What time is there now? See, that's my rap. Gusto kong bumait pero di ko magawa. Gusto kong bumait pero di ko magawa. Nasa Diyos ang awa, nasa tao ang gawa. Okay, and then there's another Tagalog rap. 5:37 p.m. Okay, well, so you're free now? Well, I'm just take advantage because, I have, my just of 7. Okay. So it's just like have 17 minutes left. Okay. So it doesn't matter. Okay. So I just take advantage for this because once I stop, I can no longer back until I resume my free plan in StreamYard. So, well, I'm good now. I'm free. So I just singing for nothing. Well, I think she's sleep early. Anyway, it's okay. Well, it's already 11:30 here, Dawn. So me, well, it's okay. Yeah, I can use other email, but I'm anyway. Maybe I can drink some of my beer. I've been singing for how many hours now? I think one, almost 2 hours. So I think puts puts on boots. His ears get irritated of my voice. Ay. Well, the interview was great. But actually, after this, because I'm sure that, I have some CPR, so I have to trim. But, from the start of the interview, it was great. It was great. So I cannot really do this minutes right now because I'm still on on my live stream. So I'm gonna cut some of this, the karaoke part. BayouBilly, he's a very, he's very, he's a smart and very, very nice person. Just like you, just like you. I enjoy also doing interview on you. Okay. So yeah. Wait, hold on. Because my ay nako. So I don't know who is, who's in the because so yeah. But there's a lot of people, Dawn, there's a lot of people question, is that him on the, on the thumbnail? Okay, I'm gonna open because, well, just a few minutes, I think it's time for me, to, okay. Hello. Hello. So yeah, I already sung for about 2 hours. So yeah, but one thing that I forgot to ask you because when I do interview with OG Bran, so it makes me laugh. But it's not laugh that I insulted him. It makes me laugh because I don't really expect a man from the West will refuse to kiss woman. So I asked that, and I asked that about also BayouBilly, but I did not ask. I missed that question for you, Don, the question. So I don't know if you're gonna answer me the honest, honest answer. But OG Brown, he's very honest. So yeah. So maybe next time I will do interview because I will ask this back to you. So all my question he answered well, and I really appreciate the question. Okay, you want to answer that question? Okay, just click, the link, and I will ask you. I want to see your honest question, and I want to see your, your face if you're telling the truth. I think I post the link on there. And then after you answer the question, it's okay, to leave, leave the. You found it? I can't. Nah, I have my daughter here. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. I will ask you some other days. If I do have, if I do, what do you call that? Live streaming. Protect the innocence of a child, or of your, children. I well, no, you're crazy. Well, it's just no, it's not my intention. You know that. It's not my personality. I'm just teasing you because you said that. It's not the finger that It's not the finger that a copa. Uh, yeah, copa kiss, right? It's the ring. So you said, you said, where are you gonna? Because I'm your godmother, right? It's not the finger, it's the ring. Ano ka ba? So I just said that, I don't want in my finger. Well, I'm just teasing you, Don. I know that, sometimes, well, sometimes I do some crazy stuff. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's why. So you have to buy your special, special ring so that every time you go, every time you go to, live streaming like me. So it's just like you just shown that, to shown that to the camera, okay? Okay, just like this. I have my wedding ring, okay? So, okay, you do like that. Okay, you do like that. And then somebody, kiss on the, on the screen. Not the finger. Daddy's finger, daddy's finger. Here I am. Yeah, now you learn. Now you know. Now you know. Okay, so 10 minutes more because, it's 11, 11. Hey, what? Just, it's just like, well, it's not a thing that, but, there's a, there, all that kind of thing that you mentioned, there's a story behind of that, so that you have to think it, because not all, especially for those people that has power in, in the society, in the government, they don't really look for those, for those poor people. But these people, they use poor people, to protect their business. So you can really learn, you can really learn what they, what's the system or the systematic, uh systematic system of, of that kind of business and people. And I remember, uh Lucky, wait, that's, in Boardwalk Empire, because uh Lucy, Lucy, Lucky, yeah, because I watched that, so I just but I remember that, he's one of the uh client of Noki, Noki, in Boardwalk Empire. But I did not finish. But what I'm season that I season I already watched, but I watch again and again. So season 3. Okay, guys, I will sing a good night song, and thank you so much for those who come, especially during the time that I was interviewed via Billy. So thank you so much. And did you ever watch a TV show called The Shield? No. TV show? No. Is that, what about, what's the the story about the Shields? So yeah, guys, and then for those that I did not, I did not read all the comments on the live chat, because I don't want my guests to confuse. I want my guests to concentrate the question that I ask. Okay, so I let you guys, do your comment or whatever, but I did not read, because I don't want, my guests confused about, if I gonna stop reading all the questions. So I prioritize him as my special guest. So don't feel bad if I did not read your comment. But I watch your comment. So corrupt cops or organized crime. Ah, okay. Is that a series or movie? Is that a series? Hala. You know what? Johnny Dillinger. Oh my God. I feel, well, this is one thing, even though in the movie, I really hate, those important character when they die. I really hate that. Especially, Johnny Dillinger when he was, that series, when he was shot, and then, the, what do you call that? The CIA tell him that, there's a words that tell to, he called his girlfriend Blackbird. That's, the code name of her, of his girlfriend, Blackbird. And I feel, I so sad. I feel sad about, the ending of the story of, Johnny Dillinger. Did you watch that, Don? Did you watch that? The thing that I'm talking about, Johnny Dillinger. Very sad. O sige na, I'm gonna sing la good night song to everyone, and thank you also, for those who come. I appreciate your come here, Don. So Maybe some other, some other. What? Huh? Yeah, that's, the story of Johnny Dillinger is nice also. How about, Frank Lucas? Yeah. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna, this is my, my closing song. Okay. So 1st of May. So now it's June, 1st of June. 1st of June. Well, there, I learn a lot from those, movie that I've watched. But it doesn't mean that you're gonna do things that they've done, but you learn. You learn. Okay, here we go for everyone. 1st of May. When I was small and Christmas trees were fall, we used to laugh while others used to play. Don't ask me why the time has passed by. Someone else moved me far away. Now we are tall and Christmas trees are small. You don't ask the time of day, but you and I will never die. What gifts will cry come 1st of May? The apple tree that grew for you and me. I watched the apples falling one by one. I recall the moment though, the day I kissed your cheek and you were mine. Now we are tall, Christmas trees are small. You don't ask the time of day, but you and I will never die. But I guess cry come to 1st of May. When I was small and Christmas tree were tall. Do 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 do. Don't ask me why, but time has passed it by. Someone else move it from far away. Okay, guys, thank you so much and have a good night. So I really appreciate Don you come in even though you're not sing with me. So better next time you sing with me na or else I'm gonna make tampo on you. So anyway, thank you so much and have a good night to everyone and have a weekend to all people in the West. So good night.